So we got our code opened up here. We created this project with Expo. Now it would be nice to preview our app. Because of course, whilst we're working on the React Native app, we want to constantly preview it so that we can see our changes and tweak the app as required. It would basically be nice to have the same kind of workflow or a comparable workflow as we have it with the browser and just React when we're building React web apps. There we can also create a React project and preview it in the browser. Now, thankfully, since we're using Expo, previewing our app on a real device is super easy. You just need an Android device or an iPhone. In my case, I have an iPhone here, but the same is true for Android, and you visit the App Store there. And in the App Store, you can search for Expo. Now, you should find an Expo Go app. This is an app provided by the company behind the Expo CLI and this Expo package, which is part of our project here. So you can now download this app onto your device. This app is available for the iPhone and for Android devices. And once downloaded, you can open it. Now in here, you can preview your Expo apps that are built on your local computer. To do that, you should open up your terminal or command prompt. Here I'm using the one integrated into VS Code. You can open this by going to terminal here and opening a new terminal. And this is the default system terminal integrated here into VS Code. And then in here, you can run npm start. Now what this will do is it will actually start the Expo development server, which watches and builds our code and which builds our code basically such that we can preview it. And it also gives us a QR code here. You can scan this QR code with your Expo app on Android. Not on iOS, I'll come back to this in a second, but on Android, you will have a barcode scanner, a button that allows you to scan this barcode in your Expo Go app, which you downloaded. In addition, you also should have a browser tab that opened up where you also find this barcode and where you will find log messages printed by Expo as your app is running. Now on the iPhone, the scanner is not integrated into the Expo app. Instead, there you need to open your camera and then scan this barcode here or the one in the terminal. And then once you tap to open the link that is sent by that barcode, you should click open, which opens the Expo Go app. Then you should grant any permissions the app might be asking for. And now you see here that the JavaScript bundle is being built. So the Expo app is being built. The React Native app based on Expo is built. And it opens up in this simulator on our real device here. So in this Expo Go app here. We can close this info screen. And now here we see our app, which we're building on our local machine running on a real device. Now we can tell that this is our app by changing this text. If I remove all the text here, and instead I say, hello world, the good old hello world message, and I then save this file, you will see that it basically instantly updates on your phone as well, in this Expo Go app, which we use for previewing. And this is how simple it is to build and test those Expo-based React Native apps with the Expo Go app and why it's so recommended to use this Expo workflow. It simply makes building and testing React Native apps much easier. And this still is a React Native app here. We're just using Expo to make our life a bit easier.